going on? It's your girl Kimora, and you're tuning into the third episode of the Artist Sit Down. So, here today, I have a very special guest with me. But before we get into this very special guest of mine, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you guys that has been supporting my first episode and second episode of the Artist Sit Down. Once again, the first episode we actually had Jay come with us, and the second episode we had MC DJ exclusive, which was a phenomenal episode for both two. And if you haven't checked those out, be sure to check those out after this video. But for right now, I have a very special guest. She is 19 years old. She's from Buffalo, New York, female up and coming artist. She's a rapper, and her name is Symone Marie. How are you, babes?
I'm good.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
So, how are you doing today? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's
Are you
nice
feeling a little
outside.
nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit nervous? Okay, so pretty much we're just gonna talk about, you being an artist, you being a up and coming female rap artist at that. And first what I want you to do is just let the people know who you are, where you're from, and talk a little bit about your art.
All right. Hi guys. So I'm Symone Marie. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I'm 19. Um, I've been rapping for a pretty long time, but it's just something that runs in the family. So, yeah.
And so you say that rapping actually runs in the family. So who is, like, I guess that person in the family that inspired you to rap? Or since it's been in the family, like, who did you pick to see as an inspiration to start rapping?
So I would say my uncle Cornell. It's my mom's younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
He started rapping and singing since like when he was little.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 8, I was in a studio with him and I
Okay.
watched him create music, and I was like, I would be the first one to learn all his songs,
Mhm.
which made me want to write my own. I wrote my first song when I was 9.
Wow.
It was a little crazy, but it got done.
But it got done.
He would help me throughout everything, like the music, the lyrics.
Mm.
But as I got older, I wrote my own music, and I
Mhm.
just got better over time.
And so I love that you write your own music because, not saying there's anything wrong with people writing the music or whatever. I feel like whatever works for the artist.
Yes.
So when it comes to writing your own music, how does that process look for you? Like, what do you do in order to, like, create the thoughts and ideas that come behind what you're going to write about?
So I find a beat, and it kind of just come with the flow. Like I listen to the beat, and then I would think about what I want to say. Sometimes I reread it, re-rap it, and then if I don't like the way it sounds, I'll change it. So I write it down, but for the thoughts to just come, I'll like freestyle it, and if it like sounds good, I'll try to fit it in where it can sound better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you like catch yourself having to, like, I guess, complete a song and then feel like, dang, like, I don't know if I really want to, like, say this and then kind of scrap it and make like a whole new song? Or do you feel like, once you have something that's completely written, like, that's final? Like, how does, like, the editing process go for you if you're not feeling too sure about a song?
So like if I'm recording in the studio, or if I re-look at it and like rewrite it how I said, I would just go and change that one part. But if it messes up the whole song, I'll probably like leave it and make a slight change. But like usually when I do that, it wouldn't mess up the whole song. It
Okay.
I would just change that one part.
And so how do you feel when it comes to, like, being in a studio, like, actually being able to, like be vulnerable enough to say your song in front of, like, the producers, like the engineers and stuff? Like, how does that feel for you?
It made me feel good. Actually, my uncle is the one. So like he has his own studio, and he do make a lot of music. He live in Charlotte as of now, but like when
Wow.
I did visit, we was in the studio trying to get it together while I was down there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But when my uncle in there, I feel comfortable. Like, and I feel like with my uncle, he puts my music out on other people. So he don't just keep it to himself. He want everybody to know, like, my niece looked up to me. Like, it's a good feeling, honestly. And then my
I love
aunt
that.
sings, so like it's a lot of singing, rapping going on in the family within like this new generation.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. So when it comes to, like, the support of your music, like, how is support when it comes to, like, friends, family, your social media base? Like, what does that look like for you?
The support is good when it comes to family, friends, social media. It's just me personally. I'm shy, so like I would post and I would delete, which is kind of bad. But I feel like when I talked to you, you did inspire me a little bit more. Posting it and keeping it up, regardless of who's reacting, they're watching, like you said.
They're
So
watching.
I will start posting more again in the studio more. Like when I go home after school, it'll be more music, definitely.
And I would definitely say, you guys, like, I watched her do, because I think the first video I did see was you doing a freestyle. I think, I forgot, it was in like a dance studio.
Yes, in Schultz.
In Schultz. And I thought it was really good. Like, I'm not going to lie, you kind of impressed me. I was really shocked because I don't necessarily see a lot of artists, especially female artists here. So being the fact that you rap, and you also sent me, she also sent me, you guys, this link to her song on YouTube, which will actually be in our break segment. So stay tuned for that because her song will be playing there, and you guys can follow her social media and everything. But so I listened to that song, and that song was absolutely beautiful. You guys, if you don't know, I'm a sucker for lyrics. I'm a sucker for feelings and emotions, and I feel like, as an artist, it's good to have that authenticity. Of course, um, having that roughness and that hood in you is a plus, but also to be able to show like different aspects of yourself and different feelings of the type of person you are is also beneficial, so that you can just ultimately attract and obtain a different type of audience in a crowd, compared to, like, I mean, besides the one that you, I guess, organically be able to attract from the person you are. So I think you actually did really beautiful with that. You actually shocked
Thank
me.
you.
I would definitely say I would love to see you do more. And I feel like I would love to see you do more because I think you're a beautiful young lady. I think that you can go very far, especially with your looks, with your sound, how you present yourself, how you approach yourself. And so, with me saying all of that, how do you feel about yourself as an artist? Like, where do you feel like you're the most comfortable, and how do you feel like you can improve?
I definitely can improve with the like lyrics. Lyrics can get better as I get older, or as I write more. The lyrics can get better, definitely. The style of flow, I would like to like improve on my flow. Like it'll be one flow and then I switch it up, like the beat or something. Like I just want to improve more, honestly, in lyrics, because I know I can write. Like I'm a writer, I can write. But like my last song I put out was 2 years ago, which it shouldn't be like that. So I feel as if definitely when I do write again, it'll be way better.
And I feel like, it definitely comes with experience. Like, just gaining like more experiences in life and going through stuff. I would definitely say continue to write, so it'll be like a better way to kind of just express your words,
Yes.
different words to think about, and how to just play with that wordplay of like catching people's ears. Like, wait, what did she just really say that shit? You know what I'm saying? So, just to get people like, and I guess to hear what you think about and how you incorporate that is really, I like it. And
Thank
so I
you.
think if you continue to go on that path, then you continue to write, and you continue like grace the internet with your presence. I think it would not be, it won't take long for you to really blow up. And I think
Right.
people are going to be naturally attracted to you. And so you being an artist and a rapper is going to make it 10 times more. I think I looked at your likes and stuff when you did post that, and I think in about what, 4 hours you had almost like 700 and some change, almost 1,000 likes. So that's what I'm saying. It's like the naturally being people being attracted to you is a thing. And so once you keep that going, if you could already hit numbers like that, if you was to post every other day, even if it was like once a week, you know what I'm saying? Like really building those people to just look at you and grow, like
Right.
you would be phenomenal. And I think that would be beautiful for you. We need more female artists in the game, and speaking on like their experiences, speaking about what they do. So I guess when it comes to you being here at Alfred State, right? Like,
Yes.
how do you feel like you want to, like, do you feel like you actually want to show the school, like, the artist side of you? Like, have you been showing them that, like, in shows or anything?
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
when I first got here, I never told anybody that I was an artist or that
Mm-hmm.
I rap. When I was in my room, the one day it was like me and a few of my friends. My song played on the radio, well, on
Mm-hmm.
my speaker. I'm sorry, and I wasn't paying attention. My friends was just nodding, and I'm like, oh, that's me, and they didn't believe me, and I'm like, oh, that's me. Like my friend Jadia, she was like, it's not you. I'm like,
No, that's
That's
me.
me. So I just I played them a few songs and it was like, you really could rap. Even my roommate said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was that, and then I posted. I showed my boss Stevo, and he liked it. At first, they still didn't believe it was me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm sorry, what did I do? I played more music for them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I came out with the video on Instagram, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when everybody seen. So now when they see me, they're like, when the next song coming? I'm like,
I
I don't
love
know.
that. And I love that. And to go back to the last question, so you did say what you wanted to improve on, but what do you feel like right now that you could say like you're proud of yourself, like when it comes to your artistry?
Just making songs within. I say I could finish a song like 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just by the way I think fast, and I
Mm-hmm.
know what I want to talk about. So what
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, if I want to talk about, something crazy, I have a platform what I want to do with that. And then
Mm-hmm.
like if I want to talk about personal, I think of something personal and then incorporate everything together. Like with my
Mm-hmm.
song Nana, that's about my grandma. She passed away 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and that I went. My uncle actually made a song first.
Right.
So basically, what I did was I took a new beat and I made my own version of his song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that one went. Yeah.
And by the way, that's the song that I was talking to you guys about. It's beautiful. So make
Thank
sure
you.
when it starts playing during the break, make sure you guys go support her song because it's really a beautiful song. And if you just want that song to just think about like anyone that passed away, I think that's definitely a beautiful, even just to like show your feelings or like how know how to just express your feelings. I would definitely say go tune into that song. Is it definitely I listened to it a good like 5 times.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get into you growing up in Buffalo. Like, how was that for you? Like, how was your experience growing up in Buffalo?
I mean, Buffalo's right as of now, it's a bad town. But
Mhm.
when I was little, it was fun. Like I have a lot of family in Buffalo. We
Mhm.
a lot of us grew up in Buffalo. We grew up with my grandmother, my mom, my dad. Like all my family just grew up in Buffalo. So like younger, like
Mhm.
Buffalo is where it's at. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
It's a lot of stuff to do out there. It's just a lot of bad stuff that has been going on. Um, growing up in Buffalo, I'm proud to say I'm from Buffalo. I would
Mhm.
never degrade my town or anything. That's just somewhere where I would always remember. If I was to ever move, like I'm supposed to be moving soon,
Mhm.
I would never forget Buffalo.
It'll always be home.
That will always be home.
Mhm.
Like Buffalo, New York is it's really I go hard for my town.
I love
I
that,
do.
and I hope the town goes hard for you. So you better support
Yes.
yeah up and coming motherfucking female artist because she's out here doing it big, and she's gonna be one of the next biggest ones. So how do you feel like you I guess living in Buffalo, how did that experience like shape you as an artist, or do you feel like it shaped you as an artist?
Yeah, it's a lot of artists in Buffalo, especially young artists. So
Hmm.
I have this one friend, she go by Tiny.
Tiny.
We've got in the studio one time. Feel me? Did it like a little song, and
Hmm.
my friend Kayla. We was rappers since we was younger also, so we
Hmm.
rap together. I got two friends that I rap with. Um, a lot of people did want to do like some collabs, which is fine, but it's just like it be the timing. We be having to talk to each producers like.
Hmm.
But yeah, I say Buffalo did shape me a lot because it's a lot of support in the town. Like
Hmm.
the town always support. It's never no bad vibes with the people I'm around. It's very supportive. So I appreciate them for
And
sure.
so is there anybody from Buffalo that wants to work with you or you're looking forward to working with in the future?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Hmm.
older artists that I
Hmm.
say. I really can't name them. Like it's this one male. His name he go by Dre Cash.
Hmm.
He blew up,
Yeah.
famous. So it's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll recognize me one day. Like
Hmm.
that's a manifest.
Hmm.
It'll happen. But I say my time is coming, so I'm definitely patient.
And you know you're gonna get there. And so I guess when it comes to you getting to that point where it's gonna be time for you to start working with female and male artists, like how do you feel like you're conducting yourself or shaping yourself up now to be able to be in a space with these people, especially with the guys and the flirting? Like how
Right.
do you feel like you wanna like you're starting to like work on conducting yourself when it comes to being in spaces with them?
I mean, I would say I would be a little shy, but like
Hmm.
if we was to be coming into a room together as artists, it'd be nothing but business.
For
So
business.
that'd be put to the side, and then
Hmm.
business will get done, and then after that, everything else would just happen. It'll fall in place.
Just business, fellas.
Just
Thank you.
business.
Keep all that lovey-dovey shit to your girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, but
when it comes to music, it's no it's no time to play.
and I only say that because I guess me being an artist and working with male artists, I would definitely say one, I don't think they are too understanding about when it comes to like time being a female artist. So for
Right.
example, video shoot wise, right?
Yeah.
For a guy, in like a week, they would just want to have a video shoot. But for the girl side, it's like, wait, you want to shoot a video in a week? Like, I gotta get my nails
Yes,
done. I gotta
hair,
have to get like a makeup
lashes.
art. I have to do these things, and I don't think that's registering for them because all they gotta get is a haircut and a fit.
Right.
And so it kind of just gets to a point where it's like, that they don't take that into consideration. And then when you are, for example, the female artist on the track and say that you just lay down a verse that they know is like, oh, like, whoa, she just did something there.
Right.
That tends to become a little bit attractive to them because it's like, oh, like, I want that for me. Like, I want that to myself. Like, I want to be in her presence as she glow, as she shine, because I see this. And
Right.
so how they move with it and how the business works is definitely it's interesting, but I would definitely say it's nothing that you can't handle.
Right.
Always speak up for yourself. Don't let nobody, and I'm pretty sure you know this, don't let no one dictate your career. Don't let no one dictate what you should and shouldn't do. Always know that what your heart feels like it wants to do in that moment, that's what it's going to do. Make sure to make your decision as an artist as stern as possible. Like, of course, you're going to have managers, and who knows, you maybe will probably even be signed.
Right.
But always know when you're looking at contracts and all these things, have your own creative direction path, have your own, be able to stay in your own creative lane, because as you get older, your mind is only going to expand on what you really want to do and who you really want to be as an artist. And if someone has control over that, it'll be a little bit hard to take that control back when it's on paper. So
Right.
I guess that's the only thing I would say for you. And to go back to you growing up in Buffalo, how do you feel like your mom feels or your parents feel about you rapping? Like, do they say anything about like the stuff that you say? Is it kind of like shocking? Like, wait, my baby talk about that?
Okay, so well, my mom,
Mm.
my mom's very supportive. My dad's very supportive.
Mhm.
When I first started rapping, I started rapping on Instagram. So I would sit in my room, set my phone up,
Mhm.
and just record videos. I never cursed. I
Mhm.
never cursed only because I was younger. So now that I'm 19 and I'm older,
Mhm.
me being 19, about to be 20, I just can't see myself cursing around my mom. It's kind of
Mhm.
weird.
It is.
So I would text her like, the one song I was trying to make in my room. I'm like, I cannot say this word. I cannot say this line without a curse word. Like the curse word just fit. It was a better fit than
It was
the other word.
perfect.
It was
Uh-huh.
perfect. So I text her like, can I curse like in my song? 'Cause I'm I text like, can I curse in my song because I'm tired of a clean virgin.
Mhm.
And she like, yeah. You getting older. As long as you don't curse at me, I'm like, yeah, I would never. So
Yeah.
never besides my mom. So I'm like, yeah. She like, as long as you don't curse at me, you good. Cause she know my brother's 16, so we be going at it. She already know how our mouths is.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, cool. And then it's like when I do curse, now my mom did allow me to just say hoe and nigga. That's it. Hoe and nigga, cause that's like, it's
Those are only cuss
only
words you
words.
can
So
say.
she did allow me to say those when I was from like 16 or
Mhm.
17. Then I turned 18. I took a little break, and then 19 I came back with the freestyle. And from there, when she told me to curse, I'm just like, oh, I'm about to go crazy.
Mhm.
But my mom's very supportive. She do support. I could say that all my family support. It just be my grandma,
Mhm.
not my grandma.
She a hard one.
She a hard one. Now she very supportive, but when it comes to the stuff we put in the song, she be like, I don't want to hear that. But it's like, it's my grandma. She don't want to hear that type of stuff.
So I love that. I think that's so beautiful. I think the support of family and everything is definitely what's going to take you far, and it's good that you have that now.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, if I had to give you a time span within 5 years, I think I've been asking everyone this so far, and I think I'm just going to stick with that, you guys.
Okay.
So in a year for In a time span of 5 years, where do you see yourself, or how do you see yourself contributing to music?
I'm sorry.
Hmm.
That's a good question actually. If I start now, which I already started, if I be consistent with it and keep
Hmm.
posting, I say within 5 years I'll be big. But like within a year or a year and a half or two, so from now,
Hmm.
my name will be out there. So like
Hmm.
everybody just know, oh, Symone rap. She's a rapper. She here and there. She posts here and there. But if I be consistent with it, song after song, start making albums, I'll be big.
Hmm.
Like TikTok is a big platform, so
Huge.
anybody can go viral on TikTok. You could post anything, you'll go viral the next morning. So I went viral a few times on TikTok. My first rap video went viral when I was like 16,
Hmm.
and these twins on TikTok that's real big, they known for music.
Hmm.
They reached out to me,
Hmm.
and it was kind of shocking. I was young, so I really didn't know what to do.
Hmm.
But now, like in 5 years, I do feel like I'll be big. Um, I'll be doing a lot of music with a lot of people.
And so,
So
do you have any like big names, I guess mainstream names that are in, the spotlight that you would see yourself working with, collaborating with, that y'all could just make like a song that's just gonna run the charts up?
a lot of people say Lakia. I say Lakia Dene. She's fire.
You know what's crazy? And I love Lakia. Shout out Lakia. That's one of my favorite female artists from QC. And um, I could definitely see that collab. I
Yeah,
could definitely see that collab. I think the type of flow she has and how she spit and her rawness and the way you spit, it would be really, really interesting to see how
right.
that would come together. And honestly, if y'all was to work together, I feel like I could see like it being kind of like big sister, little sister type of
Yeah,
thing.
a lot of people. I mean, I don't see it, but a lot of people say we got like a few same features.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, y'all have
But
like a couple of features. I think it's the roundness of your face
yeah,
that it's kind of just. I feel like she's probably just lighter. You have like a nice caramel skin tone to you,
yeah,
but I think it's just really like the roundness of you guys' face. But not only that, like musically, I would definitely say that um, that would be really interesting to hear that. And you never know, QC might just be looking for
right.
artists. So if you, I guess, in this place that you are now, like, and I guess just thinking, talking about like the future of your career, do you feel like you would want to be a signed artist? Do you feel like you would want to be independent?
I feel like I would want to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it'll take time for like a sign, cause the media when it shows like other artists, it'd be a lot going on with the
Mm-hmm.
contracts and like it's a lot. So I would want to start off by myself, and then I'll see how it go from there.
Okay. And if you did ever want to sign to a label, or if you ever had the thought of signing to a label, what label did you think you would want to like take like a dib and dab at?
It it'll be with Lakia.
Well, Lakia, shout out QC. You know what's so crazy? I actually had like a little performance. I think it was in November 2022 in front of QC. It was like one of their DJs or what? Yeah, one of their DJs. It was Mr. Two Official, and he was actually really dope. I
Mhm.
went up to him. I literally said, um, regardless if you see me to be in your label or not, you're gonna see me at the Grammys. And I feel like he actually believed me because he ended up just kind of like jumping in my photos, like, nah, I can see. And I'm like, yeah. And I feel like I said that to say, demand your shit.
Right.
Always demand what you want. Go up to these people. These people is regular. And I'm not saying like they're regular, like don't give them the respect. But these people are regular.
Right.
And so when you are around other artists and you start going into these networking parties and you start doing your thing and you around other artists that's doing shit and you're gonna see some people that got blue check marks that are bought, but then you're gonna see
No.
but and then you're gonna just see like, you know what I'm saying, them doing numbers that are bought, but and it's not to be shady, but I say that to say don't be discouraged. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Always know that you are the artist. And if you believe in yourself and your art, because to speak on the whole post and delete situation, I used to be somebody that was like that, but I feel like how I felt when it came to like a post and delete was I just didn't feel as confident in my art. Like, is what I'm saying really relatable to somebody else? Is what I'm saying, you know, something that I guess somebody could benefit from. And the thing is, whatever you feel like you need to say in that moment is what needs to be heard by anybody. So it's just like, regardless if you're blessing one ear or no, like, you know what I'm saying, one ear or 100 ears, regardless of what, it's a win in your book. And so that's why always going to be my advice, to just post your stuff, whether if you feel like it's raunchy, whether if you feel like it's the best, whether if you feel like, damn, I could have did better. Even if you make mistakes, love the little mistakes that you make in your raps, because one thing I'm starting to learn about people is, perfection is really an illusion. And people actually enjoy and appreciate when you choke a little bit, when you do things and snap it back, and start going harder. Like, it's a little bit more impressive. Like, of course it'll be impressive if you can just do it straightforward, like da 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 da. But messing up and actually coming back and bringing it with a lot of power is a thing. And so I can definitely tell that you could get a little shy in front of the cameras and the lights and stuff like that. I can definitely say, seeing you not in front of the cameras and everything, I could definitely see like your personality more. You are a little bit energetic, and so I think it's just gonna take you being in front of like the cameras more, and really having people look at you for you to really just be comfortable in that. But with all that being said, if you feel like where do you feel like you would want to like perform when it comes to these things like Summer Jam or Coachella and these places? Like, where do you see yourself as an artist? If these places were to reach out to you, like, where would you want to perform?
I want to perform, like you said, Summer Jam, performances like for colleges, like, Lil Baby, and all of them artists, they'll go to like Clark Atlanta, like just put on a show for the kids. My type of thing is I love people. Kids. So like I would want to go to the high schools, to the kids, colleges, just to perform, because that's where it really started at. So middle schools, but like you said, Slam Jam, Miami, anything where the concerts be at.
The concerts
anywhere.
Is lit, right?
Yeah.
And so I love that. So I guess if we're talking, musically, what do you feel like you want to do when it comes to your next project? Like, have you thought about it? Have you had any thoughts about what you would think about your next single to be or project to be?
Yeah, so I will really finish off with my Nana song, because that's the first very song that I thought I did good on. And I have been thinking about a video shoot and photo shoots. I want to do a video shoot with the 3 songs I do have out. I think it's 4, I'm sorry. With the 4 songs I do have out, but I would start off with that Nana song, and it'll go off from there. Like, if I want to start an album, I'll just start with that song, video shoot, that song. So that next project, I really want to do a video shoot, honestly.
Shout out to the video shoots. And so when it comes to you doing your video shoots, do you feel like you want to creatively direct them, or you feel like you look for like people to kind of help you in the direction of like building that vision that you have in your head?
I would look for people to help me, start with my uncle as well. People around, like just a fun video shoot, but I definitely do want it to be like people that's around me that's positive and that's going to bring what I'm looking forward to the table.
Okay. I love that.
Thank
and
you.
So, you guys, with that being said, we are going to go to our 5-minute break where you will actually hear Symone Marie's single Nana. And right after, we're actually going to do what we do best here and give her our little lyric trivia and see if she gets the song. So, we'll see you right after this break.
While they go on break, let's take a sneak peek at some of the work that Symone has put out.
I cry myself to sleep, asking God to heal me, please. Life is so hard, and that really cut me deep. I'm only 17, my heart heavy, why me? I swear I love not to death. When we laid it down to rest, I failed school, broken hearted, should've ripped it out my chest. I ain't been the same since, but I swear I'm on the road. I gotta get back on my feet, on my soul, I ain't weak, I'm 10 toes. I'm a boss, that youngin' really get it on their own. I'm about to get my neck froze, big glow. Never let a nigga play me like I'm slow.
And don't forget to give them a follow. Links to their socials will be in the description below, as well as on the end card of this video. And if you want to come on the show and talk about your art, there will be a link to a sign-up sheet in the description below. So feel free to fill that out if you want to come on the show and talk about your work. Anyways, back to the show.
Hey, you guys, welcome back from your break. It's your girl, Kimora,
And Miss Symone Marie.
and we're here to give Symone Marie our lyric trivia. So I actually have 4 songs. We'll see if she gets them. And so I'm not gonna actually do the melody because the past 2 episodes that I actually been doing, everyone's been guessing some of the songs because I've been doing the melodies.
How you gonna change it for me?
So I'm actually just gonna talk. I might, if she's having a hard time, do the melody, but we'll see. Okay, so the first one is I'm a stock. I turn nothing into hella profit.
Oh.
It's a female artist.
Okay, one more time.
I'm a stock. I turn nothing into hella profit.
Having a hard time.
Who do you think it could be?
You?
Mm-mm.
No. I'm not sure.
I'm a stock. I turn nothing into hella profit. So this is actually our oldest song, and it's actually from a female artist you mentioned earlier.
Oh, Lakia?
Mhm. And it was her song Pressure. You remember that? You know that song?
I know the beginning of it.
So that was from her song Pressure.
She said something like big pressure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that. I know the song, but I didn't know that part.
So the next one is he wanna pop out, I wanna rock out, call when I'm in town.
What do you mean?
Pretty bitch.
Hey, you know that I'm with the shit.
So who's that?
I know it's a girl. I'm not. What's her name? Don't tell me.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I gotta really think because I know her name. I know her name. What's her name? I forgot her name, but I know the song.
Mhm. So it's Cali and it's Dua Bitch.
Cali. I know her song Area Codes.
Mhm.
I actually did a freestyle to hers.
You did?
Mhm.
I love that song. And I would love to hear the freestyle.
Okay.
Okay, so okay. He just ate my he wanna switch. It's a newer song.
Oh.
And it's like everywhere. I feel like at this point. He just ate my he wanna switch. Mm.
I really don't know. I listen to like male. I don't really know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's Suki Hana. You know who Suki Hana is?
Yeah, I know her. I never listened to her.
Suki
music.
with the Gucci.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she just made this new song called Eating, and I feel like it's going OD viral right now because she's talking about eating up ass.
Oh my god.
But I feel like so many people have been like really bumping it and playing. I was like, let me see if this girl knows this. Okay, and I fell in love with a gangsta, so I hold him down like an anchor.
Okay, I know that's Ice Spice. That's right. That's Ice Spice.
It's not Ice Spice, but it's. And I fell in love with a gangsta, so I hold him down like an anchor.
Oh, that's not Ice Spice.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I was too confident with that
It's
one.
in her song, but it's not her.
Oh, okay. I heard that part, but I thought that was Ice Spice.
The song is Ice Spice, but the feature that she did it with is not.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you.
And I fell in love with a gangsta, so I hold him down like an anchor. I actually did good. So, and that's my thing. What I'm gonna start doing is actually using like the middle of these songs.
Yeah,
Because one thing about it, 2 things for sure. When I start using the beginning towards the end of the song, it's
It'll
like
be
they
so
always
easy.
get it.
Yeah.
And so that's my thing. So I hold him down like an anchor. Wait, no. And I fell in love with a gangster, so I hold him down like an anchor. That's actually Nicki's part in Princess Diana.
Oh.
Did you hear the remix?
No.
You didn't hear the remix?
No.
No?
I
Did you see the video?
No.
No?
Like I don't know. I feel like I heard that. I thought I heard Ice Spice. I mean, that type of flow, it sounds like it come from Ice Spice.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought it was her.
So
But
yeah,
I know it's in her song.
yeah, that was the remix with her and Nicki. They actually just dropped. I actually loved it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen. I didn't fail the whole test.
But you know what? It's alright because I actually did give her a little bit harder ones than I gave the previous ones. But she won't be the only one because I'm definitely gonna go harder on these other
Yeah.
ones that's gonna be coming up because at this point you're not gonna keep on winning, and that's the purpose of the game.
Okay,
So-
so she. But you won. How many you won?
No, see, I didn't win because I picked the songs, but the last people, I think Jay won. I gave him 4, so I think he won like 2, 3. Naya won like 2.
I got the artist's name.
Yeah, she got the
Not
she
a-
got the
the
artist.
lyrics.
So she got the. So you got 1. It's okay, but you got the Cali.
I think I got Kelly wrong.
But and no, you did. You got Cali right. He wanna pop out. He wanna rock out.
oh
Cali.
yeah.
And then I fell in love with a gangsta. I'm gonna give that to you only because you did say Ice Spice and it was in her song. So I'll give that one to you. The other two, I was
Okay.
just kind of seeing where the vibes would go with that one. So that was our lyric trivia. Sorry if that was boring, you guys, but I'm still getting the hang of like picking songs for people and like thinking about what people like and stuff. So it'll get better. Shut the hell up. Anyways, so we're gonna do our mental check-in. So like, how are you feeling? How do you feel like life is treating you? Like, how do you? Okay, so first question: how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
And how are you feeling mentally?
Good.
Yeah.
Life is great for me, honestly. I wake up, go to class. Only thing is, that's depressing is school.
School.
Nobody wants to be in school. But we all want our degree. So,
And how do you feel like classes and stuff are going for you, like professor-wise and?
Professor Wise is good. My classes are good. For my major, I barely have homework. So like, and my quizzes and tests are all open books. So it's really like it's being handed to me.
Oh, what's your major?
Criminal justice. So there's no way you can fail. Only class I would say that give me a little hard time is children's lit. I mean, I know it sounds like it's just a kid's classroom with you read books. The quizzes could be a little challenging because you have to remember, you have to read certain amount of chapters of the book and then take a quiz the next day. So that's probably a little, yeah, that's it. Because when I read, I blank out. Like, I just be reading, then I forget what I read.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so how do you feel like you're like able to keep your peace and navigate through all of this?
When it comes to, like, schoolwork and
just kind of staying in like a decent place in your mind, a happy place.
yeah. So, like, I pick and choose what days to do what, so I won't be all over the place, because that's what really would stress me out. If I know I have, like, a lot of stuff to do, I'll figure out what I want to do for each day or do it way ahead before it's due, and then it'll all be done, so I won't stress.
And I think this is like a segment that I love to do with everyone. I think actually a lot of people out there really been loving this part of the podcast. But if you can just look in the camera and tell the audience, give the audience some words of encouragement from your personal experience, from your personal life. You could look in this camera here.
Okay.
What would you say to them?
Personally, for a lot of things, when it comes to music, you can do it. Do what you do. It's really all about you, and really not nobody else. Don't be like me. Don't post and delete. Keep everything up. It'll blow up one day. Do not be discouraged. When it comes to schoolwork, it's kind of stressful, but it'll be done. It'll get done. Get the help you need. Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't ever be scared to ask for help. It's not nothing to be embarrassed about, because I was embarrassed at one point. Getting help is way better than struggling and stressing all day, because you'll be more relieved if you have someone to talk to. And that's all.
I love that. So you guys, this was the beautiful interview with Symone Marie, and the next time you guys will see her, if you guys see her again, if I see her again, I will hope She will have more songs out.
Yeah.
She would be out there doing her big ones on social media, in person, really just making a name for herself, progressing as she is now. And I just want to say, from everything I saw, I am proud of you. And I actually thank you for reaching out to me. You were like one of the first people on campus that actually was just like, hey, like, advice. And, you know,
Right.
I love giving advice. And I feel like people here kind of just stare and want to ask questions, but they kind of don't, because I don't know what it is. But I appreciate you for reaching out. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And I'm always down to collaborate. And one day we will collaborate. And I think
Okay.
that would be really dope. So, you guys, we are wrapping up episode 3 of the Artist Sit Down. It's your girl, Kimora.
Symone Marie.
And I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out, being here. I also want to say thank you so much to the man behind all of this greatness, Carl. And I just want to say thank you guys for supporting and continuing to support. And once again, thank you guys for tuning into episode 3 of The Artist Sit Down. It's your girl, Kimora,
Symone Marie.
and we'll see you next week.